Okay, now welcome back everybody. Before we get started again, I want to reintroduce our guests. Today we have Li Ming here, who is Lanfang in the movie, and we have Zhang Ziyi, who plays Meng Xiaodong in the movie Lanfang. Now that's an international name, which we like a lot better than Forever Enthralled, because that just has a kind of a weird sexual undertone. Now, it's known as Lanfang over the rest of the world anyways, so that's what we're going to call it here, okay? I'll give you a quick overview of the movie. It's actually based on a true story about Lanfang, how he is a teenager that just storms into success as a Peking opera singer in his adult life, and how he deals with some internal battles. Now that's what we're going to be able to really relate to him a little bit later. The director on this film is Chen Kaike, and he's known for being able to use his actors and actresses in the cast to really push a message across. Now, before we get started, Zhangzi, what do you go by here in the States? Because I don't want to keep on butchering your name.
Jesse.
And what about you?
Harold.
Harold and Jesse, okay, the whitest names ever. Now, Harold and Jesse, the sex reversal scenes must have been just crazy. Okay, if you haven't seen the film yet, essentially Jesse here plays a man for the entire film when they're acting on stage, and Harold here has to play Lanfang, which in real life is a man, but through the entire film he plays a girl. And honestly, if I didn't know it was Harold behind the scenes, I would have thought that it was a female, because she's beautiful. Now, tell me a little bit about how you guys were able to do that, because it's pretty impressive, okay? You're a female your whole life, and how do you all of a sudden be a man?
I think the biggest challenge is not really acting. The biggest challenge prior to acting, we had 3 months of training where we basically I lived as a man, and Harold here lived as a girl.
Oh my goodness, so that's how you guys did. Now, I have to ask you, Harold.
Yes, I did squat the
Okay, that's excellent. Now, let's move on, okay? Let's talk about the guts of this film. How did the director push his message across? What would you say is the underlying theme, and maybe give us a scene, you know, that you feel is the most important throughout this movie?
I'll give you an interesting scene where at the beginning of the film, where his grandpa was trapped in a paper, 纸夹子. I think that scene is the fundamental scene of foreshadows what happens to Lanfang's life in his later careers, where he's emotionally and psychologically trapped. Okay, so basically you're saying that that paper lock that his grandfather was trapped in is a foreshadow and in a way a symbol of what Lanfang is going through. Right. You know, I gotta say I can relate to that, because you know, we're all trying to get somewhere, right? We're all trying to get some form of success, and we think when we get there, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be done. All our problems will go away. But I think what the director is really trying to help us understand is that maybe that's when it begins, because it isn't until Lanfang is so successful and has a chance to achieve all his goals that he realizes that he doesn't have everything. Would you guys agree? Yeah. And as simple as watching a movie. He was unable to do that.
Oh, that's right, the other scene where he wasn't able to go watch a movie because he had to go perform.
Right.
I see. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for being here and joining us today. But before I let you go, we have to see you guys give us a little reenactment. Okay, show us a little bit of that opera singing that you guys were so well known for in this movie.
Okay.
Sure. Really? Okay, let's go.
小孩子，大孩子。
I want to go home.
That's excellent. You guys are great. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you guys for watching. Now we're going to be right back after a couple of words from our sponsor.